Linked list, and we are going to study insertion in the beginning of the linked list. So let's check it out. Let's suppose that we are building a linked list of 3 nodes. First node, second node, third node. Let the names of these nodes be 1, 2 and 3. As you know that this is the data part and this is the address part. Suppose that the node 1 is having an address A, the node 2 is having an address B, and node 3 is having an address C. As you guys know, this is a singly linked list, and in the singly linked list, the next pointer or the address part is holding the address of the next node. So this node will be holding the address of this node, which is B. So this will be B. This will be holding the address of this node, which is C. So this will be holding C. And this node will be holding the address of the next node, which is nothing, that is null. So this will be holding null. So you have to see this, that B is here, C is here, null is here, but A is not stored anywhere. So where is this A stored? So this A is stored in a pointer variable. Let's say that the pointer variable is start, and we say that start is equals to A. So the first address of the first node is always stored in a variable, and that name can be any name you can take according to your standards, and that is stored in this A. Now a problem is that we have to do the insertion in the beginning of the linked list. Let's suppose that we are creating a node here and we have to insert this node here. So we have to create a link like this, as these are connected. So we have to create a link. Let's suppose that the address of the new node is new1. This is the new node which we are making, and its address is new1, and say that its name is 0. So if you will see this figure, what you can figure it out, that this thing is the next part of this new one, the 0th node should hold the address of this node, and the address of this node is A, which is stored in the variable start. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to store A here. If you will store A here, these two things will be connected. And you can see one more thing is that always the first node address is stored in start. So you have to give this address in start. So if you will create a function for the beginning of the linked list, let's say void insertion in beginning, we have to hold an argument which is start, which will tell that the beginning of the linked list is with this start, and it's a pointer variable. So what you have to do is you have to do only one thing, which is start okay, this new1 dot next is equals to start. new1 के next में should be what? A is in start, so new1 address dot next should hold what? Start. And you have to make, now this is the starting node, so you have to make this as start. So start is equals to new1. So only these two steps are needed for the insertion in the linked list. I think the scenario will be clear. The picture is quite clear here. You don't have to memorize anything. You can just make the figure and figure it out what you have to do. Thank you. I think you would have liked this and you would have understood the topic. Thanks.